Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. You know what? I finished with my day, and I'm done with everything I need to do, but I feel like I should play a little bit more Monster Train. You wanna know why? Because I like this game, and I have a little bit of extra time on my hand, but also, we are one expert challenge away from completing all of our expert challenges, and we've never won as a couple of these clan combinations before, so I figure why not try one of these? It's just homework, it's a normal run with the exception of having to do the math. But what about a Hellhorned Umbra victory? We've never had one with primary or secondary cards or champions. It's always strange to me that they track whether or not you're using primary or exile for the champion, but not for the allied clan. It's just like whatever goes. Fair enough. I think that if we are playing as Umbra, kind of like the Hornbreaker Prince, I really like the multi-strike version of the Hornbreaker Prince. I like the fact that maybe we can give him a little bit of maybe life steal, and then he can keep himself alive, but he really doesn't have that much health. Damage shield doesn't work for the revenge triggers for the Hornbreaker Prince, so we probably won't use that at all. Could also go for the Shard-Tailed Queen, of course. Not quite tanky, but with some life steal, she can keep herself alive and gorge off of minion, or off of morsels, but I think Hornbreaker Prince is just kind of my jam because of the possible multi-strike rage gain that he can do. So we'll try that, and then we'll try Umbra, because this is a clan combination we've not won with ever. Let's give it a go. Shade Splitter or Plink? Early. Give me the Plink. Homework, let's do it. Max level reached with all clan champions, all champions. Seraph the Patient, I hate you, but damage shield works very well. Arcus. +1 to spells and Weight of Contrition. +1 to spells is very common, but I guess there's only 3, so you have a 66% chance of getting any individual one. Damage shield constructed explosives. So Plinks are very, very good against that. Fortify, Antumber Assault, important work ×1. Plink and Torch. You know what, if we were doing this again, I would say Shade Splitters instead of Plinks because we actually do have targeted damage with the torches, but now we just have a lot of targeted damage. Nothing wrong with that. I like getting an early relic. Damage shield 2 to the first friendly unit summoned each turn is fantastic, and then, okay, got the Queen's Tail, which is kind of funny. Sketches of Salvation and Abandoned Antumbra. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Demon Fiend, Consumer of Crowns, there's a couple of other big units, Shadow Siege. Sketches could pull these units if we can add them to the deck. We can also make really big units, which tend to happen, I think, with, you know, large Hellhorned units. A morsel every turn is pretty good, and it's a damage shield every turn, but we're not gonna be able to stack up big floors. I kinda think I wanna go Sketches and just see what happens. I think I will go multi-strike, just because it's so nice. I mean, and also when the champion eats morsels, we can always put morsels on his floor. He is going to want that extra damage to be multiplicated versus his actual number of attacks. This seems pretty good for us. Wish we had a Plink, but that's fine. Damage shield was summoned on a Train Steward. That's also fine. I will, so yeah, like, if we eat this morsel, all of a sudden the Hornbreaker Prince is gonna get incredibly strong, and that seems really nice for us, doesn't it? You are gonna take 10 damage, you're gonna take, you're gonna die. Am I okay with a Train Steward dying? I'd prefer he didn't. We're very likely to draw, you know, like torches and plinks in the future, so I think it's okay to just like torch these guys and we'll worry about him later. Gotta say, I'm loving the alt card border. I forget which one this is, but I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit, so I'm like, you know what, let's try a different torch. A different card border, and it's, I like the look of it. Antumber Assault. So a torch Antumber will kill you, but... Well, you know what? We don't need the Hornbreaker Prince to block 3 damage. We can focus on other floors. So why don't we plink, torch, Antumbra. We can fortify our champion, and we can give him all of the morsels. We should have definitely put a morsel in the front. That's my bad. We could have saved 3 armor. Hey, that matters. Well, it might matter. Probably matter at some point. We should definitely make sure we're summoning in front every time. You're dead. Our champion is doing an insane amount of damage. This important work, it feels like it's not actually gonna be doing anything for us on this run, which is totally fine. It doesn't have to do anything. It can be for later. And then we're just gonna keep buffing the crap out of you. I mean, what can I say? I actually kind of like this run right now. That normally doesn't happen with Hellhorned, and mostly it's just because I have spells that do some damage, and then also a good champion, and then also a lot of units being summoned every floor. Well, on the middle floor. Hornbreaker Prince, it's more Hornbreak is more damage. I think we'll take it. I'm not gonna take a Fledgling Imp because of Sketches of Salvation, but I'll take a Hornbreak. And we're kind of going deep on spells and morsel generators, but I think making of a morsel is totally fine. +6/+6 on the champion is acceptable. I would like to have a Gorger, but also a Hellhorned unit is probably more likely to be big, and also we do need spell upgrades. We're gonna need a lot of spell upgrades. So I'm leaning towards Merchant of Magic. You know, of course you would love to get Shadow Siege off of this Umbra banner. What's the probability of that actually happening? Pretty small. Let's go to the right. Also, until we get an Ascend or Descend in the deck, we can't really rely on an Umbra unit being in the front. Okay, well, I mean, you know, there you go. Demon Fiend. It's the exact type of unit that I would have wanted. Holdover. I mean, a 30 damage holdover piercing Hornbreak is pretty good, but also a making of a morsel on holdover is a good morsel that acts as a damage shield every turn. I kind of like that. We'll make sure that the Hornbreak is scaling though. And then as for this, we're probably not gonna do a damn thing because it's not like we can, like we could put a Drain Steward in the Demon Fiend, but that seems like a very poor idea. And then -2, we have nothing that actually costs more than 1, so ignore this for the time being. Non-boss enemy units get +4. We're gonna turn this on, your sweeper, because we have so many damage dealing spells that do like 1 damage or 2 damage. Did we get the Demon Fiend? We got the Demon Fiend. The Demon Fiend. Yeah, baby, we got the Demon Fiend. Yoink, yoink, yoink. So the first turn, we don't actually get any damage shields, but that's fine. I want this out of my deck. We got at least 1 Plink. So Plink is a guaranteed kill here. Guaranteed 2 kills, I should say. I think we want to Hornbreak you because you actually do just a ton of damage. This is a freebie. This is a freebie. This is a freebie. We can play 1 torch. I can stop you from hasting. I think I'd rather just kill you because you're doing damage right now. If we get plinks, then I'll just plink you on the top floor. Yeah, I mean, okay. Kind of exactly worked as intended. Don't forget Antumber Assault. You can use it to give yourself better morsels. Gotta tell myself this. So why don't we try that right here? Yeah, I mean, more damage is probably better. Blink. Blink. Fortify, making of a morsel, +6/+6. You're not doing anything, we'll play these guys. I mean, this is going very well. I mean, there's no way you can actually kill the Demon Fiend now that I think about it. And our champion is just kind of scaling out of control with these morsels that he's gorging himself. Now, this is, we should really think about how we're gonna handle this late game. We need damage shields to worry about, or to deal with Seraph the Patient, or just lots of health. And our champion is not gonna be very useful on the top floor on Divinity, so we gotta figure out what we're going to do. But I do think we want a Hidden Passage, because now we can rearrange units. I think we want a Space Prism. Capacity is always important. And Alloyed Construct with a Demon Fiend inside of it, +30/+30. Alpha Fiend is also a very tempting choice because of the fact that this is a nice bit of scaling. Get some multi-strike to go along with it. But the Alloyed Construct is really, really, really good. It can't do damage on turn 1, but you put the Demon Fiend inside of it, and then all of a sudden it is a, I mean, it's a 55 times 2 with 55 HP. That HP is not enough, but with morsels, it might be. And Alpha Fiend is, once again, scaling. You might just want tanks, like a Crucible Collector. So the problem with Alloyed Construct is that if it's on the same floor as all the other units, we can't really do anything with it. I kind of feel like Alpha Fiend in that case. If we keep giving our champion multi-strike, he's gonna start scaling. And, you know, I'm looking at this too, and I'm like, okay, what if we just duplicate the Demon Fiend? We don't have to meld him inside of an Alpha Fiend. We can just have 4 Demon Fiends in the deck. That being said, 4 50/50 Demon Fiends are not even nearly good enough, so we would have to scale them even more. But, you know, why not duplicate your best unit? If you get a Demon Fiend, you're still happy to have it, right? Probably. Let's look at the caverns, let's look at the relic. X+3, we have none, but Split Anvil, we don't really have any expensive spells. We can get expensive spells now. Rationing scales could give us money, but let's go Split Anvil and take some more expensive spells. We'll check out the caverns. Let's check out the Hellhorn banner. I'm gonna hope that we get a little bit lucky. I mean, we kind of did. Deranged Brute is absurdly great. Branded Warrior kind of sucks, but Deranged Brute on the floor with the champion with Rage could work. We don't have any Rage enablers in the deck, unfortunately. Maybe one day. Purge, deal 30x to enemy units. Purge, apply 2x damage shield. Purge, kill a non-boss unit. You've gotta go with the Skull, but admittedly the damage shield is tempting because we're going up against Seraph. I mean, 2x, you play it for 3, that's 6 damage shield. That's not a lot, and we can put morsels in front to keep units alive. I am leaning towards the Skull because it is just like a wipe. It does look like we're having a hard time with this deck right now dealing damage. I was muted! That's not the first time that has happened to me. I was saying we have a hard time dealing damage, so being able to wipe a unit is great, but we just can't play it right now. I can't tell you how disappointed I am that 4 default train stewards is what the game decided to give us here. That is about as bad of a start as you can possibly get. And in fact, I'm looking at this like, I don't even know how to like fix this. I don't know how to resolve this. I think we're gonna lose because we didn't get any of our good units. I have 4 other units, an Alpha Fiend, 2 Demon Fiends, and a Deranged Brute. We picked where the game picked the 4 default train stewards. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, basically? I will say, we can at least play an Alpha Fiend up here and have room for 1 morsel, but it's not great. Oh, you're totally gonna die, but that's fine. But like, there's nothing that we can do to keep that top. There's nothing we can do in this run, I feel like, at this point. I guess we can work on you and maybe kill you at some point soon. We have damage shields, but our champion just doesn't have enough damage. The pyre is gonna live. Please. Thank you. 15 plus 14. You're gonna live with 2 freaking HP. I can run the homework mental arithmetic on that one. Math challenge my ass. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for a making of a morsel, because now we can actually get some freaking damage in here. You get 2 damage shield? 2? 210. Here's the problem. I need damage, so I need the Morsel Miner to get eaten to buff the Hornbreaker Prince, but I don't want it to die thanks to the constructed explosive, but it gets 2 damage shield. So I have a plan. Here's my plan. We ascend you to do 4 damage to the pyre. The morsel's gonna get hit, explode, get hit, then get eaten. So the morsel will live like this. And we should kill you, and we should definitely kill you. I don't care if we don't, use this morsel. We might as well do something with it. If we draw a Demon Fiend, we can play it on this turn. We didn't. It's okay. Kind of. Play you, buff you. You're probably gonna hit the pyre at this point, and that's fine. You know what I need? Cannibalize. I gotta cannibalize the middle floor because it just sucks so much. But at least, you can see that the champion is starting to get buffed now that we're actually playing spells on him, for sure. It's just a slow process when we don't get any Demon Fiends on the middle floor. But I think we'll actually still be totally okay because the Alpha Fiend is scaling. We got 26, we got enough damage, I think. Enough health thanks to the armor cards. Yeah. That sucked, but that's probably about as bad as it can possibly get. Summon effects. We don't have summon effects. We do have armor, so I do see that being helpful. Although these are not really the type of cards that I would love to grab. We don't even have Rage, so Last Stand is useless. We might as well grab Reinforce. And, I mean, crap. Crucible Warden with a... Demon Fiend inside of it, I guess? Because then it can gorge and we do need some sort of a tank. And you probably go draw. If we have expensive spells, Split Anvil's okay. Capacity sucks, but the capacity problem is just related to the Demon Fiends pretty much. It's not great. And I will try to see if we get, a good unit upgrade here. Large stone. We do have a lot of units, which is probably bad, but what else are you gonna do? Gorge, restore health, but it doesn't do damage. Shadow Eater on its own kind of sucks. Okay, this is definitely a skip. We haven't even been able to meld units yet. That's gonna happen next. That's kind of crazy. Large stone. I mean, we can, technically. We could also large stone this guy, but he needs gorge ability, so large stoning and Demon Fiend seems a little bit better because it's more likely to actually get out there and stay out there. Let's reroll. Multi-strike. A multi-strike large stone Demon Fiend? Yeah. Well, I mean, Alpha Fiend's pretty good too, but this scales, this starts out strong. I like starting out strong over scaling. You need health to survive. We're out of cash. We have more cash, but there's nothing here I want. I don't care about this. Packed shards, we need to kind of save up, but we have a couple of shops coming up. We will get more multi-strike. Admittedly, the slay triggers are kind of nice, but if we gorged the prince, or if we have any other way of buffing him, rage, then the prince is actually kind of okay. Non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. You're a haster? That's real bad. The problem I see with this trial is the haste. This deck is terrible. Should we do it? I mean, we're probably gonna die anyways. Well, if we're gonna die anyways, let's not roll over, right? Let's actually make the game work for it. It's actually like very good early draw considering we didn't get any of the bad stuff, which is good. So you're a haster, which means you gotta get hit by this. Demon Fiend, I hate to say it, can't fit behind the Crucible Warden, but we could play the Crucible Warden on the bottom and then ascend the Demon Fiend up, which I think is better. Now our Hornbreaker Prince is doing like actually nothing, but I don't know what we expect to do with him, except for nothing. Let's get more morsels down here. Let's kill you so you go through the middle floor, and let's ascend you so that you can actually hit enemies if they don't get stopped in the middle floor. If they bypass, you can at least still hit them really freaking hard. Give you the armor. I mean, I look at this as plink plink ant. It did work, like, absolutely completely. You should heal. Right, morsels go in front, but you're gonna heal anyways off of this, so it doesn't matter. You should get the Ant Umbra as well. You can take this. If we get Rage, then the Rage guy and the Hornbreaker Prince is an amazing combination, and we know we love it. We just have to get it. We have a good morsel every turn, at least. You can go in front. You can get armor. You're dead. Plink. Might hit something, so let's see if we can make it hit you. Almost. And for the middle floor, it's like, you know, I don't care. I don't care what happens with the middle floor. Why am I drawing 6? Because we took card draw. That actually makes a lot of sense. 6 HP. That'll go to you. You're healing. Please stop that. You're dying. That's amazing. That's amazing. I don't know what else to play here, though. Our champion sucks. You know, that's the one thing I'll say. Our champion is god-awful, but, you know. Oh well. Like, just shrug. That's all you can do. All you can do is shrug. This is interesting. We actually can get more morsels by doing this. It will give you more health, but like I'm looking at this like when the boss spawns, what are we gonna do? Just hope that the Demon Fiend at the top floor can take care of you? Thankfully, you're not actually doing that much damage. You're only hitting for 8. You're not hitting for 8 times 2 like what happens whenever I take all the packed shards, so please. Which means we should definitely do this, and then probably buff your damage at this point, and then maybe we should have ascended a Train Steward or something, but I'll just give you more HP. And you're dead. What I need to do is make 8 copies of that Demon Fiend and just keep resummoning him over and over again. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. So you're dead. That's kind of surprising. Could also just like get a freaking Inferno or ascend units. I mean, I kind of like Inferno because if we split Anvil it every turn, it's free. Similarly, I kind of like Gem Trove. I kind of like Cave-In. I like all of this. But Cave-In is playable, and again, on holdover, it makes other things free, and it's just a good card. We can build big floors. And I cannot lie. So I think we want Concealed Caverns on this one. I think that unit upgrades are not as meaningful. Because what are we gonna upgrade? The damage of the Crucible Warden, multi-strike on a singular, where is he? Alpha Fiend. We need to meld, so Alpha Fiend and a Demon Fiend is actually a pretty good combination. He's gonna be huge, but this is what we're looking for. And then we just want to like purge the Train Stewards out of our deck, pretty much. Let's start with the melding. Alpha Fiend gets cut, gets slid inside of the Demon Fiend, who is freaking huge. 90 health it's good enough. It's good enough for now. Spell cost -2. I'd kind of like that on a cave-in so that we can get it a little bit more reliably. But if we split anvil it, it does not matter. Please dump the stewards. Please, good concealed caverns. Give me +2/+2 large stone. No. Trap shoot and steel pulley claw. I'll take the pulley claw because of split anvil yet again. Anvil lets you take 2 and 3 cost cards with virtual impunity. Wow, there's only one more unit meld. That is terrible. Just forgot about this. I mean, a petrified steel pulley claw for 3. I mean, we have a few 3-cost cards. This prism being 1. I don't know. I kind of don't really care if these things consume. Like capacity, we're over capacity anyways half the time. And by half the time, I mean most of the time. So what do we do with an Ember Stone? Making spells cheaper doesn't really seem to be that important. I mean, if we can make Hidden Passage holdover, that is actually a very good play. Let's also make a good Plink and then reroll. Permafrost. Maybe Permafrost Cave-In? Permafrost Petrified Skull? Permafrost Reinforced. Then we can play it at the opportune moment. There you go. We could have gotten a couple of other upgrades, but I think that works. Don't tell me there is a Merchant of Steel coming up. A Hellvent? Dude, I think we keep duplicating the Demon Fiend. I think we just want to add 18 Demon Fiends into the deck. I mean, look at the size of this guy. He's huge. And the Crucible Warden we can pull up to this floor and then have a tanky floor for him. But maybe we just want to have the Hornbreaker Prince gorge for a while and then pull him up. But then he's not going to have any damage shield. There's your problem. It's a huge quandary. What do you want? I think we want him to gorge. Thing is, if we could, we haven't done it, but if we can hold over Cave-In, we could have the Crucible Warden down here gorging every turn by just descending the morsels from the top to the middle. And then we could have it 4 Demon Fiends behind him. It doesn't matter. For right now, though, I think that we do kind of need the Hornbreaker to scale. But we can always ascend the Demon Fiend behind the Crucible Warden later on. He is kind of scaling on his own, isn't he? I'm sorry. I hate these types of turns where I just don't quite know what I want to do. Regardless, that's your best morsel. I think we ascend you, and I think we start with the same old of trying to put things behind you. I'm just gonna get these guys killed, and with a torch, I will. You're dead. You're all dead. Actually, you are all dead. Let's kill you. Play you. We still have no rage. The only reason I took this card was on the off chance we could get rage. It has not happened yet, which makes me very sad. You can at least still gorge. I can keep you alive, but like, this is way more valuable. We have a Blink, You know, at least that's a guaranteed morsel. Good point. No reason to have it, but you know what? We're torching you anyways. Taking of a morsel. Plink. Good plink. We'll play this. Reinforce, we don't really have a unit to reinforce except for the Prince, except that the Prince isn't even that good because he's not scaling. He'll never scale. That's the problem. Got a couple of torches. You're gonna die, and I don't care. This unit is gonna make it up, which is very unfortunate. I don't know if we can kill him. Hey, we can kill him! We could also cave in, go behind the train steward, and then have the Demon Fiend behind. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for an ascend to pull the Demon Fiend up behind the tank. So for now, let's space prisms. We get more capacity. Let's kill you. You know what we could do? We could descend everything behind this brute, but that also doesn't really seem good, does it? Had to try. The other benefit of the cave-in is that if you get a lucky cave-in that gives you... If you get a lucky cave-in that gives you +2 days on enemies, put it on holdover, it affects your units and it affects the enemies, and it's freaking fantastic. So, on this turn, you know what? Because we can make everything else free, well, we can just play Steel Polyclaw and also make everything else free. So let's do that. Then we can get a morsel, get more morsels. You don't really need lifesteal. Raw damage would be better. Give yourself one of those. Blink ya. Nothing down here. Let's see what happens. I hate the multi-strike boss. Oh, we have damage shield. But if we ascend you, we're almost in the clear. Let's also murder you. Well, I'd very much like to get an Antumbra. It's not worth it. At least that's a lot of damage. Then, add armor. We can't even remove the damage shield from this, so it's just gonna apply. Might as well hit you, might as well hit you. Important work has been useless. If we get Ascend, I was gonna say we could push you up and then have you do a ton of damage, but without getting that Ascend, you're gonna get hit for 36 and then 72. You are gonna do 400 damage. That's pretty good. I approve of the 400 damage. Let's also get that armor doubled, and then we can do this, and then this, and then this. I don't know if we have enough damage, but let's give ourselves the best chance possible. We are gonna live for an extra hit. That's enough, that's enough. One hit away from dying. Well, from having the pyre do some work. It's rage. it's rage, but it's like not even close to being good enough. We need rage 10, and then we need to double it 4 times and make it holdover. I do kind of like an Impish Scholar to give us consume cards back. I also really like March of Shields, so we can reorder units after we ascend them, and we can pull the tank to the front and then start descending units behind them. It's tough because this gives us 1 consumed card back, which is either Petrified Skull, a good Plink, Permafrost Reinforce, Steel Polyclot, Space Prism, all things we would like to see. But maybe just reordering units and applying armor is better. Maybe we want like Rage Serum and then we make it not consume and then make it holdover, and then we're willing to pay 1 for it every single turn for Rage 3 on our champion. It doesn't seem that good though. Armor 10 also doesn't really seem that good. So let's go for Impish Scholar. -1 capacity, +1 energy, or +1 capacity. I'd rather go +1 energy. Energy's not really been a problem. So going up to 4 seems fine. I do like the idea of duplicating our Demon Fiend and trying to get them out. It is like the best card we have, which is sad. So let's go for that, and then maybe we can conceal Cavern it into something even better. Not really. What? It's a different tome? Return 5 consume spells to the top of your draw pile. Well, there you go. But no, you've got to go unnamed tome because it cancels Seraph the Patient, I think. It's good. It is very good. Intrinsic Spell Chain. Is this where you go +2 capacity Space Prism? The real question is, do you think we need Intrinsics Cave-In with Holdover, but do you think the capacity on the top floor is even going to matter? Or even the bottom floor? And it doesn't feel like capacity is going to be the play. If we're gonna make big units and we want to either ascend or descend to bypass unit caps, rather size capacity caps, Intrinsic Spell Chain Space Prism doesn't seem to be the play. A Spell Chain Petrified Skull could be pretty good. A Spell Chain Hidden Passage could allow you to move 2 units for the price of 1 energy. So I kind of like those. Like a Spell Chain Hidden Passage, you can ascend 2 units. And then eventually maybe you can work on a descend that allows you to actually descend behind units, and then when you descend behind units, you can actually start getting morsels out there. I think this is good enough to try to Spell Chain, but I don't really know how I feel about it right now. I'll think how I feel about it. We wanna dupe the Fiend. We do wanna like remove a ton of cards too, but we can do that hopefully later. We need to remove every other unit from the deck, including those Train Stewards. Every time we get a Train Steward, I want to cry. This is an extremely good get, though, because we have Crucible Warden in hand. We have to play it. We can't play Inferno. I would love to, but we got to do this. This kind of does blow a little bit because of the capacity. Dude, the Hornbreaker is so bad right now. I'm like, honestly, what if we just kill the Hornbreaker? He hasn't done anything. I think we kill the Hornbreaker. Honestly, I think we just do this, and then I don't care about a 4-cost Inferno. I'm not really playing it, am I? But you are the unit that needs morsels behind you. Now, unfortunately, we can't really put a Demon Fiend behind you. We can put it. Well, we can't put an Alpha Fiend, a Demon Fiend. No, we have 3 Demon Fiends? You're a Demon Fiend, but you're a Demon Fiend with an Alpha Fiend and a Large Stone. I had my units mixed up. I think I just let you die. More capacity upgrades. No, I think we... You know, why not? There you go. We hide the champion behind the middle floor. Maybe we did want to have a hidden passage that was intrinsic so that he could hide behind all of the freaking Demon Fiends. I don't know. It does seem a little strange. I tried. Things will have a hard time making it past these Demon Fiends, at least until they start taking a lot of damage. But I guess you know what we needed? We needed a Morsel Maker. Master, which is the one that makes them automatically. That's the one that we needed. Hate to say it. Hate to say it, love to say it. We're probably not gonna play any spells there because you're all dead anyways, so we will just buff the crap out of you. And then eventually, when we get an ascend, we can ascend the demon fiends behind you and then hope that's enough damage to carry us. Doesn't sound like a bad idea now, does it? We could also give you an insane amount of armor since the armor's not going down. And if the armor's not going down, then eventually we can double it and then just have you tank everything. You gotta go. Ugh. Ah! No reason to, no reason not to. Plink consume. We should play a pulley claw. We could pulley claw, oh, it has to be an enemy. I was gonna say we can pulley claw one of our units, that's not how that works. We can probably do this and then this. He swept, so I don't mind getting rid of him. And then we have no imps. I feel like on these runs where I don't play a lot of cards, this is not how I want to run my life, but it's what I have. So I am forced to do it like this. See, this is where the pull would be nice, because I could pull the Crucible Warden to the front when I descend him, but I could also have played him on the bottom and pushed everyone behind him with the cave-in. We are kind of relying on an ascend, aren't we? Although, I do have an idea. Yeah, here's my idea. Lifesteal, damage shield. Descend, Demon Fiend will actually eat the lifesteal morsel and then have lifesteal. But then the Crucible Warden won't be able to protect anybody. Or we can wait and then ascend everything behind him with one ascend card, which we may draw. I think we should try to ascend behind the Crucible Warden. I think that will be a little bit better for us. So I will, I guess, just play this, and then this. We have a couple of cards that are, permafrosted in our hand. Oh, we got it! That's incredible. Need this to be permafrosted. I need more upgrade slots on everything. So now we can ascend you, ascend you. Now at this point, you're not really taking that much damage. Can I kill you with a Hornbreak? 70? 73? I will do 78 damage and you will die without actually adding any garbage. That seems okay with me. You might as well do this to keep that guy weak. Although now I made the reinforced cost a little bit more than intended, but we can just play it now and get 20 armor. In hindsight, that might not be the best deal, but it's something. We literally can't play any more of those. Didn't play the Scholar, so we'll just do this. We can ascend something else. I mean, it's the Demon Fiend. Spoilers. We have 10 damage shield. This will work, and this has worked. We have won. Because this guy, he's not a multi-hitter, so we're actually able to do a lot of damage, and we've scaled a little bit with our Demon Fiends, but I don't know what the heck I'm doing for the later part of this. Dark deal on our champion? I mean... with Fortify, it's something. I'd rather just have a Shroud Mitosis. Again, capacity is not a problem. Draw can be better. because of Split Anvil, we want as many cards in hand as possible. That's my motto. Should have trinkets. No, I think we want yet another Concealed Caverns and a lucky trinket here. Dude, what did I say? Spells getting an extra upgrade slot might actually be incredible. I gotta take it just to see if we can make it work. And you know what? Well, if we get Rage, this Hornbreaker Prince is still fine. He just has 3 instead of 5 multi-strike. But now he can scale if he gets a kill. So we're gonna upgrade him, and now he's worth keeping alive at the very least. And dude, Permafrost Hidden Passage is actually extremely good, as is Shroud Mitosis. But I do think that spell chaining Hidden Passage and keeping these around actually matters quite a big deal, because then you can, it'll stay in your hand on Relentless, or when a unit is about to die, you can ascend it out of the way. You can ascend enemies as well. I think this is a very good upgrade. I think that Plinks can just be trashed. Excuse me. -1 energy. If we get holdover Shroud Mitosis, we can get an insane amount of stat scaling. An insane amount of stat scaling on our champion too, which I kind of like. I mean, this is where your run diverges. This is where on the tip of the edge of a knife, you choose which universe you want to be a part of. Are you a part of the cave-in crowd, where you cave in every floor, you play morsels on the top, they go down behind your gorge unit on the middle floor, and then that's where you build all your units? Or do you hold over the Shroud Mitosis, so every turn you get plus 24/24 on your champion, which is actually plus 75 damage on the champion. And yes, that'll even work on Divinity, because the morsels will get damage shield, and then they'll be duplicated and have damage shield. So the champion will scale. This is I don't know what to think about this. Let's take a look at the cavern first. Apply 2 rage and 2 armor. I mean, that's kind of what we want from the champion. Shroud Spike is also really good. It's not a lot of rage without having a lot of energy. But the gorging is always nice because it is extra stats. And the rage decays, and we're not really building around rage because we haven't gotten any. So you know what? Give me the Umber Shroud Spike. We can make it cost -1 to have it more spiky. But yeah, this is very tough, because this is everything that we wanted. A cave-in. Do we have a unit meld? No, it's just an artifact. A cave-in will allow us to play morsels and to send them behind the tank. But being able to have a Shroud Mitosis and a good morsel every turn with the, I can't find it. Oh, there it is, Making of a Morsel. That's absurd value. I think we go there, because it's good scaling. We just have to draw both cards, which admittedly does take a while. Our deck is looking mighty thick. But it's not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. We don't need the money. I would hope to find plus armor. Oh, God damn it. Because our Demon Fiends are so strong, I'm willing to give it a go. They basically one-shot things, and they scale. So now this is bad draw, but the Crucible Warden is in the front, and we have an Inferno, but we can't play the Alpha Fiend. At least we can ice you, stop you from adding garbage to our deck for the time being. And you know what? We can actually descend, which will allow us to do an additional 130, 140, 150, 166 damage, which is not quite enough for the kill, except with the plink it will be. So you know what? I like this. We cave in. I hate the position of the Demon Fiends, but we do need to get the Crucible Warden out of his current position. Cave in. Plink. That should get a kill. And then Hornbreaker Prince, you're gonna cost me 1 energy in the future, but I wanna get you up on the top floor to get more time to scale you. Shroud Mitosis is almost what we are looking for. You know what, though? Antumber Assault can give us a morsel. So why don't we try the Plink? Perfect. I still think, you know what? We still want to Antumber you because we want a better morsel. We didn't get it. We can get a lot of energy for next turn. And you know what? We're actually guaranteed to draw Big Demon Fiend? No, we must have already had him in the draw pile. Yeah, there he is. Well, what are we guaranteed to draw? Well, we're not guaranteed to draw anything. We want to draw Petrified Skull to wipe you. Damage shield. Plus stats. I guess we'll take plus stats and a ton of energy. So you have damage shield. When we Shroud Mitosis, you also have damage shield. Should have played Morsel Jewelers. You know what? Maybe we can do something with them there. That was stupid, though. We should have given our champion damage shield. This really blows, but we can still Shroud Mitosis these guys and keep Shroud Mitosis. Please just give me something else. Can't help but noticing these units are also making it up. $85 times 2. It's like if I kill the Steel Wing, will you die? I don't think it matters. I think we just have to wipe you and hope we draw enough stats to kill you later. I do want to also not have garbage in my deck, but I think it's impossible at this point. I think we want to play Reinforce. Gets it out of our hand, consumes. We have the energy for it. We're not going to have energy for it next turn. We can make it... We can play it to make other cards free. I guess there's no reason to play it right now. So sure, let's not worry about it. Let's instead just... Torch. You heal up to full. I guess we'll torch. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I do want that next turn, though. Ow, okay. I mean, this... You're dead, which is good. We need morsels. We need morsels. This could give us a morsel here or here. Let's play it. Let's play it here. Okay, let's go. It's an energy morsel, but I'll freaking take it, man. -1 capacity, +1 energy. Capacity is never going to be played down here. Give you this. Purge this. We are probably going to have to let the Pyre do some damage at this point. Although, we are doing enough damage to kill the tank in front, so now it's just this guy making it up. And we can Pulley Claw him. And actually, we're very close to killing him. And we can pull the Demon Fiend up if we really want to. My god, please just give me the making of a morsel. We're at least mitosising the shrouds. It's just not ideal. We have 8 energy. Oh my god. Important work. Can't hit anything. Fortify, fortify. So I'm like, if I pull you to the pyre, it'll do 120 damage, you'll hit it twice, and then it'll kill you. If I still Pulley Claw you, the champion will not kill you and you'll heal up to full. If I ascend the Demon Fiend behind the champion, you're gonna freaking die. If I ascend the Demon Fiend once, you're dead. Actually seems like a pretty good idea. How do I kill you? I don't think I can. I don't think I can kill you. It's very disappointing. I think we do want to ascend the Demon Fiend, though, so that it can gorge. The Crucible Warden is not being played here, it seems. So we'll do this, and then we'll do this. You're dead. I think we want to... Again, it's hard for me because if I ascend the Demon Fiend, I know everything on this floor is dead, but I kind of don't mind if the Pyre takes 20 damage. We're doing this for 400 gold, and I would like you to get 7 damage shield, and then we can Making of a Morsel finally to start scaling this champion a little bit more. So let's play like so. I will ascend you. All 3 enemies on this floor are dead. I will save Unnamed Tome for the current time being. I will accept having to pay to purge your garbage cards out of my deck for the time being as well. Really, I just forgot to look at what boss this was. I forgot whether this was the boss. The Penitent, that's got to be the one that... Is that the name of the boss or the name of the enemies? Because it's the Purifiers. It's got to be the boss that does more damage when you hit it, so we got to keep this card. I think we end turn. No, we play this. We took 20 damage. I think that's about as good as it gets. And now we finally have the scalable combo. Which to me means we should also ascend someone else, like you. Because 115 hitting you, 115 hitting you. Yeah, we want you to die. That'll kill you, now you're dead. Beautiful. Can't play Ant Umbra Assault, but that's fine. Yeah, you. You're the one I'm worried about. And our champion is starting to scale all of a sudden. Okay. A little bit more armor on that guy. Tank you, hit you, hit you. Don't play the cave-in. We might want to ascend the Demon Alpha Fiend. The Demalpha Fiend. We didn't get the necessary cards for that, that's fine. Champion continues to scale. Continues to get a very small amount of armor. A meager amount of armor. Oh, never mind, we killed you on this floor. Wow, those Alpha Fiends are really strong. Oppressive Rage Serum, Tiresome Climb. Ascend and apply days 2. You know, I kind of like it to just daze some enemies so that Pyre kills them. I'm gonna be honest. Our deck is getting mighty thick, I understand. Kind of also like a Grovel, give me more morsel generators. If we get Shroud Mitosis without a morsel generator, we're very unhappy. I also think we want to purge a lot of units and double up on the massive amount of Alpha Fiends we have at our disposal. So, I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to duplicate a Demon Fiend, and I'm going to purge the last remaining Train Stewards. And honestly, I'm gonna purge the Impish, I don't know, probably purge the Rage guy, let's be honest. We don't really need unit upgrades though. +2 capacity on the middle floor. That's never gonna happen. Shadowbox might. Is it play or summon? We summon morsels thanks to the duplicator. I don't know if we play morsels. Rage does not decay, and now you tell me. Literally have 0 rage in the deck, so sure, Pyre +40. Maybe even the cash, you know? Holdover. Well, now you have the ideal synergy. Holdover on everything that you want. Yeah, you really do, don't you? The only question is, do you hold over Cave-In, or do you just hold over Grovel? Adds damage shields, gives you morsels, and then you can damage shield one enemy, like one floor, and then just stack up the morsels on another floor, e.g. your champion. You're all gonna have damage shield anyways, you know? Actually, the morsels are not necessarily gonna live through this, will they? Hold over. Maybe you just want to hold over Inferno and do 100 damage every turn, which is actually like, I would say that's more than a little tempting. I would say that's extremely tempting. I would say that's absurdly tempting. I would say that's so tempting, I might just do it. Even though the grovel is also great, so that we can get more morsel generators out of this. But wouldn't we just like the ability to wipe a floor every turn? It's gonna cost us a little bit of cash, but like, that's a real good spell. And then, create a spell to cost -1. If I make it 1, we can make it free with another spell, is kind of what I'm thinking. I will dupe a Demon Fiend. I know, 125 Pact Shards, I think it's okay. I don't know if Shadowbox will work. Shadowbox Monster Train. I'm wondering if this will have a clarification. Morsels created by Morsel Master do count. Yeah, but what about Shadowbox Shroud Mitosis? Shroud Mitosis. Daily discussion. Shroud Mitosis. Shroud Mitosis. Making of a morsel? Morsel miners? Yep. Shadowbox. Okay, doesn't seem to be obvious discussion. Shadowbox bad. Pardon me? I could use some advice. With Inferno, this isn't really that important because once we draw Inferno, we're doing damage. I think we reroll. Morsels entering with damage shield. You know what I like about this? It means top floor divinity. Because our champion is gonna get plus 24 every turn. Now the morsels live. So I actually think this is an incredibly good get. We are still gonna purge a card, but we're only gonna purge 1. Which sucks because it means that we have too many units in the deck that are probably not gonna be played, but you know, whatever. I will buff an Antumbra in case we need it to get a kill on something, and then let's see what we get. You know, we have got a good chance at multiple Alpha Fiends. We've got a good chance at playing an Alpha Fiend at some point. Let's see what we get. We got 1, and we got the book. Why are you at, oh, you at 26. So the book is perfect. And then you just, I mean, we kind of have our sweet ass combos already. We don't have a Shroud Mitosis, but that's fine. I think we play you, wipe you, play you, and then we just have to wait for morsel generators to show up. Right, we also got to keep our champion alive. I may have forgotten about that, actually. You know, you got me. You got me, game. Luckily, we can still do this. It just requires us to kill you, which is actually totally easy to do. Play this. Play this. Play this. You're gonna have damage shield 3. You're gonna have damage shield 1. So we can't plink you. Well, I mean, we could blink it, but can't really blink you. Hit you, hit you, hit you, blink. Getting the Inferno on the first turn is insanely good. You're probably gonna die. I honestly don't really care if these guys die. I'm gonna say. Do you grovel? Do you Inferno? You Inferno. Got a decent amount of energy every turn. Got a morsel out there. Brings back a space prism. You know, would've liked something else, but I'll take what I can get. We hit you. Five waves remaining makes me feel very bad about what we're actually doing here because we're not nearly scaling fast enough. But reinforces playable. Shroud Spike is also very, you know what? We Shroud Spike. I think that's what we do. I think we'll play this. You know what? No, Shroud Spiking for 5 will make Inferno playable. So we will Making of a Morsel. Welcome. Get gorged 12 times. And now our champion is at 300, and I feel a lot better about things. Also, the Inferno's now free. Also, Reinforce is free. Let's play it. Let's play this. Let's play this. Let's play this. And, probably kill you. We still have a hidden passage. This is for the final frontier. This is for we're at Relentless, ascend all the Demon Fiends. Because we can play the Demon Fiends. Well, we can't play them if we play Inferno, but maybe we can get some energy gain. You know, also keep you alive. You do have melee weakness too. I wouldn't mind you actually getting hit to purge the lifesteal, so let me think about this. You're gonna get hit for 30. No, you're gonna take triple damage. You're gonna get hit for 45 and then take 26. So you're gonna take 70 something damage, which is not enough to kill you. So we want morsels to be behind you because you actually, I want you to take the hit. I don't want you to take, well, what do I care if you take 75 from him directly? You're still not gonna die. So maybe we do Antumbra you just to get a morsel play. Yeah. And then we can morsel, morsel, morsel. I don't care if you lose the armor. You're gonna heal back up to full, and 79 health is, you know, it's as good as it's get, pretty much. I'd like you to not do damage to me, so I will steel pull. We can steel pulley claw the boss at the very end. No, he'll go up to the pyre. Don't do that. Do this. I had to think about it for a second. That would be terrible. To steel pulley claw him directly into the pyre, we do like 100 damage and then he wipes us. He has taken 1,000. Pretty good. I do kind of feel like ascending you, but I think we should save him. I can ascend you in Daisy. That's something that I can do. 10, which is actually 20. 35. I think the Demon Fiend is gonna die. Both fortifies keeps him alive for 1 hit though. I think that's worth it. I think we do want the Inferno. We could cave in the Hornbreaker Prince, but I like him being on his own floor right now. We should play a hidden passage though, because if we play a hidden passage, we can get this drawn in our deck again. I think we do want it in our deck again. So I'm trying to think. I kind of like this. Maybe we want to ascend you. I could also ascend you. I have a damage shield out there. You know, let's do a 300 damage to the boss. And then another 2. I think we have to work him down slowly like this in order to kill him. Melee weakness 1. Gotta think about this. And now that we have like a playable Demon Fiend, are we gonna play it? It's gonna cost us our whole turn. Isn't the Inferno way better? I mean, we're doing so much damage with it. I don't know. I need the relic that makes, I need Flicker Liquor. It's the wrong run, but I need Flicker's Liquor. I could play you. And then ascend you. You're gonna take a lot of damage. We need to get the morsel generator. Ah! Putting a lot of effort on this champion, I feel. It's probably better that you just purge the melee weakness. Take a little bit of armor. Take a torch. Take a plink. We already shuffled, so we should play this. We can still ascend units behind our champion at the very end. Okay, Shroud Mitosis is what we are looking for. In fact, no, we do want to play Inferno one more time to wipe you. That would be very smart for us to do. So I will Inferno you. We'll draw it next turn. We don't have to play it. Will it hit the pyre if you... Don't play it. Escape. Will it hurt the pyre? It won't. It's nice. It's very nice. Continue to scale the champion. We really should have gotten hit for 15 melee weakness instead of 26 melee weakness, but that's fine. You are so annoying. You've got to go. You're gaining 25. You're gaining 75 damage and 25 health every turn. That means you can live for one hit every single turn. Do we Inferno you? Hit. Hit. Maybe what we do on this turn is ascend the Shade Wing so that it dies to the Demon Fiend, and then the Demon Fiend will kill the Gilded Wing, which saves us a little bit of trouble in the future. Alternatively, we can Inferno and then just ascend this guy next turn who's already scaled up to 110 times 2. Yeah, okay. I wish I could play these damn Alpha Fiends. I took them hoping that I could get them out there, but it's clearly not happening. If I ascend you, I won't be able to play Morsels next turn. I think I'm okay with that. The stats are really good. If I ascend you, I can Inferno as well. I think we want to ascend you. And then I think we want to ascend you. We should have done it in a different order, admittedly, but, you know, whatever. I think we'll be fine. We've got a lot of damage up here. Just don't play anything. Don't even play Tiresome Climb. If you ascend him, he's gonna kill you. So just end turn. Champion's gonna get hit a lot, but he's gonna get the killing blow. Now this will work on Divinity. The specificness of our draw, though, is crucial. We got 2 of them. That's about as good as we could ask for. Because with 11 sweep damage, we can only play Hornbreaker Prince for 2 turns before he dies. So we've got to be very careful about that. You all have damage shield, which is freaking annoying, but I have a plank, which can help. I can also kill you, which is mighty tempting. There goes our damage shield. We gotta ideally kill you. I can give you more armor, and then don't play the Crucible Warden on this turn. I think that's what we do. We're gonna be a little lower on energy next turn, but I think this is good just to give you one more turn of survivability. Now, I think it all comes down to the Hornbreaker. I think if he lives, oh, let's go! I think if he lives, we're gonna be very happy with things, but he's gotta live. Do you play this? I think you do. We probably didn't have to, actually. We have enough damage, but it is nice to just get it out there. Making of a morsel on holdover is incredible. And Caven's not on holdover, so we can't cave in anything down here. That's fine. Actually fine. I also like Antumbra killing maybe the Train Steward, because the Train Steward doesn't do anything. The Impish Scholar does have 1 card that can synergize with it. But I do like the idea of getting more morsels for this floor. So I think we'll do that. It's only 5 damage. And then we can start, oh, this is good scaling, at least early. Ranged Brute. I'm sorry. I have no rage in the deck. Please get out of my deck. Get rid of your damage shield. So, you know, this unit in particular, he's gonna take a lot of damage. There's a nasty multi-striking unit kind of making it up right here. He's gonna kill me. Unless I kill him, I can kill him. I also have a Shroud Spike in my hand, which is fantastic. And I'm definitely gonna play that and go to 83 times 3 with 67 HP. And then I will wipe you. And now you're not really taking that much damage. Units are gonna make it up, that's fine. It's not what I wanted, but we'll at least purge that. We're never gonna play another unit here ever again. I know it's gonna give you armor, I don't care. We're gonna give you armor. Champion needs to live. I am kind of putting everything on him. He does scale a little bit too. He scales with plus 10 per slay. Actually not that much, but we did get the Inferno. Here's the real question, do you Inferno this floor because everything's got 240 HP? Maybe. Dude, maybe. Play this here. I can ascend a Demon Fiend, but then the Demon Fiend is gonna be stuck behind my Hornbreaker, not doing anything. So I look at this like, if I do this, I don't think I can kill every enemy next turn, but I can come mighty close. Because currently the Hornbreaker is killing these 3 units. What do we know we want? We know we want this. You are gonna have damage shield like 4, so you go in front. You're gonna get hit once, twice, 3 times, and you're gonna live. Correct. You're gonna get gorged. And you're gonna protect us from 12 damage while doing it. Kinda like a tiresome climb Inferno, but if we Inferno the middle floor every turn, we can just do it. The thing is that I think the Hornbreaker can scale fast enough. We're almost to the point where we're getting Shroud Mitosis every turn. And when we get there, we're fine. What's worth more? I mean, right now we're only doing, we're killing the front enemy unit and doing 100 damage to the second enemy unit, because this guy's dead. If he's dead, we might as well just empty the floor ourselves, right? That actually does make a lot of sense. I might want to try to get like a couple of plinks out of this to get me some more cells. We didn't get anything, but you know what? We did some damage. So we'll wipe the floor. I kind of hate it, but I also kind of don't. It's 112 damage champion right now. I don't know why it feels like he's scaling faster than he should, but like, now we wipe every floor. I think I'm gonna be able to kill you. No. If I can't, I still think we'll be fine. This is a weird one. I would very much like my morsels to live. If I Shroud Mitosis them, I think one is gonna die, but I'm okay with that. The other ones are gonna live because they all have infinity damage shield. Goodbye, important work. A card that will apparently never be played. So yeah, one enemy moved up, hit the pyre twice. We did what we could. You're gonna get hit for 450. It looks like you might also hit the pyre a few times. For 450, you're gonna do 120. You're not gonna kill it, but you're gonna come close. That seems to be a normal story. We've heard that once or twice before, I think. You're the last one, though. I could daze you, but that is a terrible idea. We just want to Inferno. We could also Hidden Passage, but at this point, it's not even worth Hidden Passaging. We're just killing everything with Inferno on the middle floor. Probably you. I'll do it because it's worth it, but we really should have played the morsels and then duplicated. That would have been a lot smarter. So I'll hit you. You know what? We can play one of them and ascend it, actually. I think we'd rather ascend the damage one. There you go. That's something. 165. He's gonna hit it 5 times. 5 damage and he would have hit it 4. That's okay. I hate to say it, you are also gonna hit the pyre, unless I can do 10 damage to the front enemy unit. Can I do 10 damage to the front enemy unit? That's a mighty fine question. I can do 5. I could cave in everything. Seems like a bad idea. Hit, hit, hit. You know what? You're only gonna hit it once. So I actually don't really mind that. Are we gonna Antumbra Assault and get more? No. Go ahead. We're actually gonna gorge all of these too, which is great. All right, you're free now. Kind of forgot about that. It's a Demon Fiend. Sorry, Demon Fiend. I am. Can't really do anything with you right now. I'm sorry. Demon Fiend. Can I just say though, like this is working surprisingly well, and we didn't even need this Hornbreaker. We should have taken the one that had multi-strike 5. We should have just doubled down into a losing strategy. I hate to say it, but it would have been the best strategy. It would have absolutely been the best strategy. I can play a Crucible Warden? I get out of my deck, I guess? Yeah? You know what? No. Daze the boss. There you go. Take less damage. I should have done that a long time ago. You're not gonna push him up into the pyre. I don't think that can happen. Okay, so let's not make the same mistake. We're gonna play morsels and then shroud them. Make sure this one goes out first, though. You're the good one. I mean, honestly, having a lifesteal is fine. Have another one, duplicate this one. That's what we're talking about. I mean, our champion is a freaking beast. I don't even need to run the math. I know we've won. He's doing 1,000 damage. How could he lose? We don't even need Inferno anymore. We can just wipe him. Great run. So you don't need Rage. Morsels will work. We got this guy up to 350 damage times 3. It should have been times 5. Nothing would have made it through if we had the full multi-strike build. But I had to pivot, in my mind I had to pivot because I had to have a fallback since we didn't have any of that multi-strike building. The final expert challenge completion. You can enable the final card frame in the logbook. Hell yeah. There's actually one more to unlock, but we need a Hellhorned Wormkin victory for that one. Great run. The only thing I would have done differently, well, there's a lot of hindsight I would have changed, but I would keep the original multi-strike Hornbreaker. Does he start with more armor? Let me see. He does. He starts with 5 more armor. That's not a lot, but you know, by the end of the run, it was kind of obvious that we were not relying on the Crucible Warden gorging to keep us alive. It's worth way more on the Hornbreaker, and we got so lucky with Making of a Morsel, Shroud Mitosis, both on holdover. So we could give him +24/+24 every turn. Oh, not quite fast. Even with the added value of the Inferno, not quite fast enough to kill everything on his own as they moved up on Divinity, but close. Close. We took a lot of damage from the pyre, but that was definitely enough. Barely, but it was enough. And then finally, logbook. Card frames. Currently is this one. We've unlocked the complete 25 expert challenges with divine victories, and the only one left is achieve divine victory at Covenant rank 25 with all clan combinations. Literally just one. It's the Hellhorned Wormkin. I kind of like the one that we were on. This one looks a little bit smoother, maybe, and a little bit less distracting. Also, this one has like a weird, I don't know, it kind of looks like the footprint from Evolve when you were looking at a train steward. I think I can just look for a train steward here. Yeah, I don't know, kind of looks like Monster Claws. How does this one look? Oh, it's so golden. yeah, this is my jam. It's so bright. I love it. It's like a whole new game. Actually looks freaking lovely. Yeah, let's look at some of the cards. Hellhorned, the green of the Stygian, the purple of the Soulguard and Tethys. Soulguard's better than Tethys. Change my opinion. The yellow of the Umbra and the Penumbra. The blue of the Melting Remnant. The pink of the Wormkin. I like this card back. This is what I'm here. This is what I'm here for. Good run though. Hey! For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.